Of Scorpio. All right, guys, so I am doing your September reading now for just a general reading. I just put out your August mid-month. It was a little late, so check that out if you haven't watched it already. Now I'm saying this again because I'm not sure if every Scorpio is going to watch both of the videos, so I want to make sure everyone watching, any video I'm putting out now is seeing this. But guys, I am going to be quitting personal readings. It got to the point where it's just too much going on and it was just way too hectic. And yeah, I needed time to recharge. I didn't have the luxury of recharging when I really needed it. So I'm calling it quits on that. Now I still will be on YouTube. So each sign, once I completely catch up with personal reading, can expect a lot more content. So please do keep that in mind. So you guys have until August 31st. If you've ever wanted to get read by me, or if you have before and you want to again, you can go ahead and get it. Now, what I will say, guys, if it is something that is time sensitive, please get an emergency reading. If it's nothing that's time sensitive at all and you're getting the general reading, do it with the mindset that you're going to purchase it, you're going to get your confirmation email, and that's it. You just forget about it, and when I get to it, I get to it. Only email me if there's something that's like drastically changed in the reading, and you need to update me on that, then that's okay. But other than that, guys, I don't want any emails rushing me, asking me where it's at, because it's me, just helping hundreds of people, and so many readings have been coming in because people do know it's not going to be available anymore. So please keep that in mind. Keep in mind I'm just one person and we will get through this, okay? But yeah, guys, it has been a very fun run. And yeah, I've just read for so many amazing people, but my soul just wants to be more untied to responsibility when it comes to personal readings, just so that I have more time on my plate and I can just go into new ventures, okay? But let's clear that energy and let's get into your September reading. So guys, this is going to be a past, present, and future reading. This will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Scorpio signs. Okay, whatever comes out, comes out. And do keep in mind that the energy, guys, could be transferable. So it could be something that's happening to you or something that's happening to someone around you. And guys, if you want to check out my daily energy that I post every day on Instagram, it's High Vibrations Tarot. Okay, I also have High Vibrations 44, but that's more of a personal page now. I know a lot of people were going to that before. But yeah, you guys can follow any of the two and yeah, get your astrology content. All right, Scorpio, let's see what's up. Okay, so we have past, present, and we have future. Okay, guys, so the energy that we have here is the Eight of Swords. So with the Eight of Swords, this is kind of coming off the last energy of the last reading I did for you guys, the August mid-month. But this is someone who's kind of stuck in their head about something, someone who can't mentally move past something for whatever reason, and they're just unhappy about that, okay? But it's something that they know where, with the High Priestess, the Sun card, the Seven of Pentacles, that there's a lot of huge blessings coming in, and your soul knows this, but you just have to be a little bit patient for it, okay? So let's talk about the past starting off. So the first card that you guys have for the past is the Ten of Pentacles. So either a lot of abundance that comes in, a lot of money that could come in, someone just feeling really, really good, okay? So let's see what this is pertaining to. We have the Moon card. And we have the Fool card in the reverse, okay? So honestly, I feel that there's something here that could have made you feel good, or maybe brought in a lot of money, a lot of resources for you in some way, shape, or form. But there were secrets around this, where it's just like this probably wasn't the best idea to get into. There could have been a lot of manipulation here, and maybe somebody was kind of being a leech in some sort of way, or just not, expecting more than what they should have, been expecting. All right, so the next card that we have for the past is the Page of Swords. So this is my favorite communicator when it comes to the pages, only because this is the most, no bullshit communicator. This is going to be someone that says exactly what they feel. They're not going to sugarcoat anything. For some of you, this could be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, and if it is, most likely they're slightly younger than you. But yeah, just someone who's speaking, the truth of something. Why is this Page of Swords here? We have the Hanged Man in the reverse. And we have the Nine of Cups. So this is kind of coming off the last reading. So, you know, I like that I'm doing these back to back. But with the Nine of Cups energy here, this is someone who's happy with something that's forced in their life or something that doesn't feel natural. And there's a need to really just be honest about what this is. Let's see if I can pick this card up again. So a need to just be really honest about what this is, okay? And with you being honest with what this is, you have the Eight of Cups. You know, you have to turn your back, you have to walk away, you have to move forward, okay? Nine of Wands in the reverse is just had too much adversity. You know what, guys? I am actually, because since I did use this for your last reading, I kept telling myself I want to switch them between readings, although I have been cleaning them. But I'm going to finish this reading with another deck, just so that we know for sure there's good energies here. And then I'll just sort them out at the end. Okay, so why is this Eight of Cups here? Hanged Man in the reverse. You walked away from something because it was forced. Guys, look, the Hanged Man in the reverse came out here. So we know the energies are accurate. The Hanged Man in the reverse comes out again. Seven of Wands in the reverse. Something that was forced, something that was too tumultuous, something that you had to give up on, something that just wasn't realistic or feasible for you at this point, okay? So you lose faith in it. In the present moment, the first card that you guys have is the Seven of Swords in the reverse. So whether this is you or someone else, someone's shit is coming out, okay? Secrets are coming out. Why is this here? We have the King of Swords in the reverse. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. So it's like you feel an unstable transition as you go through something, but honestly, I feel like there's someone who becomes fiercely protective over themselves and what it is they want in life. Someone who's saying, you know, screw everything. I'm going to put me first at this point. And that's what puts you at a place where you have this Wheel of Fortune where things really do go in your favor. Now, the next card that you have for your present moment, this is also the center of your reading. So this is what everything is going to tie into. We have the Eight of Wands. So this is, you know, that back and forth communication that you can have with someone, or this is just something where there's that constant like action, that back and forth action where it's like you're putting something into something and it's coming back towards you, and there's just, you know, this equal give and take. All right, so why is this Eight of Wands here? We have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, and we have the King of Cups. So you guys become more powerful once you realize there's something you got to let go of that is just not working out, it's not panning out. So there are things that are still working out for you, but it's when you know, really just decide to move away from what you need to move away from. Maybe you're honestly just discussing with someone that something's not going to work. It could be as simple as that, okay? The last card that you guys have here is the King of Swords. So this could be Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini energy, or just someone who's going to think with their mind and not their heart. And they're going to, you know, be strong in whatever it is they say or decide. We have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the Five of Swords in the reverse. So knowing that you have to let something go, there's too much of a leech energy here. Again, with this Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, and this came out before as well. I forget where, but this card did come out for you guys. It might have been in the energy of this old deck. But this is someone, and I explained this already, someone that they expect a lot out of a situation, but they don't necessarily deserve it. All right, so think of, you know, these brats that you see on My Super Sweet 16. If you guys ever saw that, you know, old show on MTV where you see a 16-year-old kid crying because daddy bought them a red Maserati instead of the pink one that they wanted. So it's just someone that is just like, you know, you don't even deserve this, and you still expect it, you know? So it's that sort of energy, and it's just, you're taking the path of least conflict. You just don't want the drama, okay? Now, moving forward into the future, guys, the first card that you have is the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords talks about betrayal. It talks about feeling like you're stabbed in the back. It could be a harsh or heavy ending, something that happens suddenly. Why is this Ten of Swords here? We have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. And we have the Empress, okay? You're seeing things for what it is. You're getting past anything that had you mentally stuck. And there's a new beginning that comes in for you where healing does come in. Once you decide, even though you may be unhappy to let it go, to end something, okay? You guys have the Ace of Swords, so this is going to be cutting something out with intent. You don't want the bullshit attached to it anymore. You don't want drama. You don't want fighting. So anything that's bringing you problems, you do cut out so that you can take on this new beginning. But with the last card here, with the Hermit card, you really just have to withdraw yourself from something. Even if you're going towards someone else in love, or anything where there's going to be another person involved, there is going to be this degree of self-sufficiency and kind of, I don't want to say loneliness, but like a hermit mode that you put yourself in so that you can really do what's wisest in this case. All right, so why is this Ace of Swords here? We have the Six of Swords. You cut something out, you move away from it even though it's difficult. All right, let's look at the cards that drop on the floor. It shows that you guys make the judgment to have a fallout and you stand your ground with it. For some of you, it could have been a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Okay, so let me just pull one more card. Let me make sure none of the other ones are on the floor. All right, we are good to go. Let's shuffle this the right way. Okay, so we have the Devil card. So it's something that was toxic, guys, that now you're removing yourself from. We have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Sorry, some other cards dropped too before while I was shuffling. So these cards, just since they were there, it shows that you go towards a direction where you may be unhappy, but you find balance and there's no more turmoil anymore, okay? But here, the worst that could have happened is behind you. Something's not gonna work out and it's time to remove yourself from it. Okay, so very clear, Scorpio. You guys are still on a journey where there's something that you know needs to be let go of in order for you to really just have the peace of mind that you need. Okay, so I really see you guys just from the mid-month, the August mid-month to the September reading, really just dealing with that. But again, at both times it shows that something incredible comes in. You guys just have to stand your ground with letting something go so that it can come in. Okay, so let's take these back and I'm going to pull you guys some cards of advice. Hold on, one of these cards was not the right way. Here we go. All right, we're good to go, guys. And this belongs there. Awesome. All right, so what's coming up for guidance for Scorpio? My dog is snoring. I have never heard her snore before. That's hilarious. All right, so we have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. We have the Page of Wands in the reverse. And we have the Ace of Swords. Something's going to come into your life that's reckless, guys. It's going to sound so nice. It could be someone from your past. Maybe you're the person from the past trying to get back into something. But it's all just bullshit. You know, if someone's talking to you in a smooth way, that's all it is. They just sound smooth. But it's not real. It's not something that can be dependent on. So that's what I see cut out. Storm, you good? I never knew dogs could sleep so heavily. I thought I was the only one in the house that snored. Another card that's flipped, which is the Nine of Wands, which talks about standing your ground. We have the Chariot in the reverse. Whatever this is from the past, guys, needs to be rejected. It's something that's going to be out of your control at this point. Something that needs to end. Death card, okay? Knight of Wands, for a lot of you, it's a lot of you could straight up be dealing with the fire sign because that's the most prominent energy that I found in your August mid-month reading and the September reading. So if you guys are dealing with the fire sign specifically, I would say, you know, probably not the best situation to be in right now. But yeah, there's something that will just be out of your control that needs to be rejected, whether it brings you financial instability or it just makes you feel like you're lacking in some way, shape, or form. That's not going to work out. Okay, guys? So definitely just be honest with yourself about what it is that you have to let go of so you can start having, you know, these blessings come in. So All right, we'll see how this pans out. Like I said, guys, if you want a reading, you can find my website below in the description. It's highvibrationswithliz.com. And again, guys, just please don't rush me. The reason why I just... There's honestly like 2 months of summer, and I know there was so much going on, so many retrogrades, so much stuff like that. But I'm a very, 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 very optimistic person. And it was so funny because I made a video, this was years ago, this was maybe like 2014, 2015. I made a video that was called, Can Optimism Be a Bad Thing? And here's what I mean by that. I mean, after going through something so painful in my life, it was like an abusive relationship that I had gone through, and just being a single mom and all that, it was honestly the hardest thing I've ever gone through in my life. And I spent honestly 2 to 3 years straight just crying. Okay. And don't get me wrong, once I got over that, there was still a time or two where I cried, but it was very, 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 very rare. Because I'm just like, no, I refuse to ever get myself to that place. So no matter what happened, like I could get into a car accident and my response to it would be, maybe the place I was going to, I would have gotten killed somehow, or, maybe I would have met a person that would have ruined my life or something. Like, that's how I always thought. So I was always so optimistic. And even with the Mercury retrograde that we had, not this past summer, but the one before that, a few months back, I'm just like laughing. I'm like, yo, I got through that like a piece of cake. Nothing affected me. And I'm just like, yo, I'm like the optimism goddess, and that's why I'm so fucking untouchable. But this summer, all these retrogrades were like, ha, or so you thought. So it really, really just kicked my ass, guys. And it got to the point where I had been optimistic for so long, where it's like I didn't even realize I was kind of like just sweeping things under the rug. So something happened this summer where it was just kind of like that moment where everything just kind of blows up in my face, and I'm just like, holy fuck. And it was something that I had to really, really deal with. And I feel like I took it so hard because I had tried being so hard to be optimistic, so I wasn't realistic. So you need to have a sense of both. So yeah, that's why I made that video. Can it be a bad thing if you're in a place where you think so positively that you actually hold back the tears, and then it becomes unhealthy because you don't want to hold everything inside. So this summer was just a moment of me saying it's okay to not be optimistic at every second of the day. So that's when I retreated from readings, and I retreated from just even going out, like even picking up the phone. Like my parents are like, yo, if we died, like you'd be like the last to know because you never answer. And I'm like, damn, that's morbid. But like I was just so overwhelmed by people and just everything around me that I just needed like a week or two just to like cry and sort myself out. So that's kind of what I was going through. And the reason, again, why I'm deciding not to do readings is because the pressure was too much, and a lot of people did not respect that I needed that space. So I never ever got like a full day of silence to just chill and just be zen and do my thing. So I'm standing my ground, and it is time for me to do that. Just in general, just to be able to travel and stuff like that, because I always found myself kind of like shackled to this desk, and living the 9-to-5 lifestyle that I said I would never get back to. So I really just want to focus just on YouTube from here on out. So I say it with love, guys. I'd be so happy to read for you if you do want to get it before the 31st of August. But definitely, if you do get it and it's not an emergency, just send it. You'll get the confirmation email, and then just forget about me. Don't write me again unless it's something that you're updating me on, but you will get it in your inbox one day. I'm not going by the dates. What I do is I just kind of write everyone's name down, okay? And I just cross one off as I go, and I try not to drive myself crazy. But just keep that in mind, all right? I love you guys. And again, my Instagram is High Vibrations Tarot or High Vibrations 44. Take care, guys.